Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to John Doerr Court for a new season of Concordia men's basketball. If you're just joining us, we just had the women's game, ended a loss for the Stingers. The Bishop Gators came out on top in that one, but this is completely different. This is a finals rematch that we get the treat of witnessing right now. The Bishop Gators against the Concordia Stingers faced off in last year's RSAQ finals. Bishops ended up winning that game 75-61 and winning the RSAQ championship. But however, both teams booked a ticket to Vancouver to play in the Nationals. And Concordia came out on top in that game, winning 81-66. Last year, these teams are 3-3 against each other. So this is a battle of the heavyweights. Two teams that are projected to make the national tournament once again. This is going to be a good game. Concordia has a lot of new players. Some players have left, some players have joined. Bishops, they got their main guys. They have Gagnon, they have Robert playing. And it's going to be a good game. We're going to line up for the national anthem now, and then we'll be right back with you for the start of first quarter action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are ready for tip-off. It's going to be a good one. If you just joined us, I'm Blake Saraga. I'm happy to be with you on the call today on behalf of the stats team and the production team. So happy to have you guys here with us for this home opener. Concordia 0-1 to start the year. They fell at the hands of UCAM last game on Thursday. Final score in that one was 66-62 in favor of UCAM. Concordia, though, showing a lot of good signs to start the season. They have a brand new team. They have a brand new head coach, interim head coach Damian Buckley, former Concordia player, former Montreal Alliance coach, is here to make a difference with this Stingers team. A lot of vets on this roster with something to prove, looking to make one more run at a championship, and a lot of young players with a chip on their shoulders looking to make a name for themselves in the RSAQ. Here we go with the starting lineup for the Concordia Stingers. Are you ready? Because I know I am. Let's do it. Right now, so far, we know to start off for the Stingers, it'll be Victor Bonzu starting at point guard, joining the team this year. Concordia is super excited to have him. Last game, he only had 2 points, 5 rebounds though. Slow start in his first outing for the Stingers. And there's Yohan Leger, the rookie last year, had a great season, made the all-rookie team. He was wearing number 3, now he's wearing number 10. He's a sniper, and he can play some great defense. Joining him at the wing position is Giorgio Azzi, making his second start for the Stingers. And then Liam Gose, he had a massive block in the semifinals to help send the Stingers to the RSAQ final where they faced the Bishop Gators last year. Liam Gose plays a massive role on defense for this team, and he's starting at the 4 spot. And of course, Karam Sali starting at the 5, the third-year man for the Stingers. He gets better and better as years go by. Starting lineup for the Gators: Tiernan McDonough, number 0, joined by Charles Robert, Yanis Malanda, Etienne Gagnon, and Rowan Halpenny. This is going to be a good game, ladies and gentlemen. Tip-off underway. Excuse me, it's actually Zach John starting in place of Halpenny here for the Gators. Here comes Leger. Out to Azzy. Azzy finds Solly. Solly looking for the little handoff. Liam Ghost has it now. Back out to Leger. A contested three. Up but won't go. And there's Tiernan McDougall. Zach Jean bringing it up now. John guarded by Azzy. He'll drive in right. Nice feed to Malanda. Nothing there for number 11. Yohan Leger, little stutter step. He's looking for Victor Bonzu. Bonzu hands off to Solly. Solly to Leger. Leger looking to make something happen at the mid-range, but he'll play hot potato with Ozzy. And Karam Solly with a spin cycle puts up the layup to get the lead for the Stingers. First one on the board for Solly. The baby hook, a patented move for the big man. Here comes McDougall. McDougall driving in strong, passes it out for three. That's Jean. Can't get it to go, rebounded by Ozzy. Ozzy behind the back, dribble, finds Solly. Solly, so crucial to this Stingers offense. They love to give him the ball at the post. And then Yohan Leger draws the foul for the Stingers. The Stingers have a lot of vets and great players coming off the bench today. We'll see what Coach Damian Buckley is cooking up for the Stingers. Giorgio Ozzy on the inbound, finds Leger. Leger looking for Solly. Back out to Ghost. Ghost taking on Etienne Gagnon, the prolific rebounder. Out to Emmanuel Dupre. Excuse me, that's actually Bonzi. He's wearing Dupre's number this year. I think they may have switched. Victor Bonzu able to draw the foul. Dowinley Emmanuel Dupre wearing 23 this year. And that's Bonzu at the line with his first attempt. And it's good. A minute and 40 into this game. Interesting seeing Solly not at the rebounding spot. Waiting at the logo, and Bonzu able to get the second one to go. 4-0. Malanda bringing it up now for the Gators, guarded by Ghost. To Robert, Charles Robert. The perennial all-star and MVP for this Bishop Gators team. He's so dangerous. He takes on Solly, lowering the shoulder, and he'll draw a foul. 2 shots for Charles Robert. In his last game against Laval, Charles Robert ended with 20 points. Go along with 4 blocks, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. Shooting high percentage from the field as well. First shot won't go, and the second just sneaks in. Leger insisting that he'll inbound the ball. Finds Solly. Back to Leger. Guarded by Malanda. Yohan Leger looking for Solly again, who's setting up the offense here up top. Bunch of screens going on here. There's Ozzy. Ozzy back to Solly. Solly directing traffic. Back to Ozzy. Guarded by Zachary John. Out to Leger. Leger has 5 seconds. And they'll call that on Concordia. Fouls on Leger. 3-point game. 2 minutes and change so far into this one. No substitutions yet for Coach Buckley and the Stingers. Charles Robert gets it on the inbound. Guarded by Solly. Robert has space. Finds Tiernan McDougall, who steps out of bounds and gives the ball right back to Concordia. And there it is, Jaheim Joseph, the all-star forward. A microwave when he gets hot. Check it in for Concordia. Ozzy bringing it up now. Joseph in for Ghost. Ozzy has John on him. And Joseph was looking for Solly, and Ball gets caught up in between the feet of a couple Gators and a Stinger there, and it goes out of bounds. Concordia maintains possession. Giorgio Ozzie on the inbound finds Solly, back out to Ozzie. Ozzie stepping back to Solly. He's looking to back down Robert, looking for Jaheim Joseph, but it's off the bottom of the rim and turned it over to Malanda. Malanda, left-hand lay off the glass and in for the Gators. 4-3 now. Concordia still up by 1. Jaheim Joseph going baseline, out to Leger. Leger out to Bonzu for 3. No good, no foul either. And a loose ball foul is gonna get called on Yohan Leger. It looked like the defender landed in Bonzu's landing space. No call there by the referee. Malanda on the inbound, gives it to Jean. Zachary John out to Robert. Robert fakes the 3, driving in on Solly, and the shot won't go. And Karam Solly can't believe they called him for a foul. Karam Solly, a fantastic player for Concordia in his 3-year tenure here. However, he has gotten in foul trouble early in games in the past, and that's something that Coach Buckley's going to want to limit this season when he's going to rely on him so heavily down low. Robert makes his first free throw. Charles Robert is his name, actually. Last year, I called him Robert all season long. Only got corrected at the end of the season. Still not used to the change. Charles Robert, the MVP, takes his second free throw, and it's good. Ozzie bringing it up now for Concordia. Guarded by Zachary John, driving in left. Back out to Joseph. Joseph, jab step. Was going to take that midi he loves so much, but he didn't. Pass it to Ghost, but he gets it right back. Going up, mid-range shot, and it's good. Number 22 with the deuce. Zachary Jean gets a screen from Robert. Robert out to Malanda. Malanda loses his grip on it. Joseph finds Ghost. Ghost, one man to beat. And he gets blocked, but Joseph gets it right back, and he'll put it up for a lay-in. Joseph with 4 in a row. Zachary John. John bringing it up. Taking on Liam Ghost, and it's good. Joseph to Leger, back to Joseph. See if he likes this matchup. Out to Ozzie for 3. Rebound, Ghost. Looking at his options to Joseph. Joseph taking on Robert. Joseph for a midi. Off the back of the rim. Would have been his 3rd make in a row if he got that one to fall. Zachary John taking on Bonzu. John out, but Joseph with a great steal. That's his 2nd of the game. Joseph has 3 men to beat. Layup is in, but it's no good. They're gonna call the travel. A potential and 1, but too many steps. He dragged that foot at the end there. Jaheim Joseph killing it so far for the Stingers off the bench. When you have a scorer like him coming off the bench, it leaves teams on their toes. There's Malanda taking on Jaheim. No foul, but number 13 will get it. That's Ulrich La Rochelle. La Rochelle can't get his 2nd one to fall. And there's the 1st-year guard for the Stingers, Anthony Gibson Maxwell. They call him A-Max. And look who it is, Sami Jahan. The all-star for the Stingers takes his first shot of the day. Jahan, this is his first season back after a torn ACL. He missed all of last year, nursing the injury. This is his final season as a Stinger, looking to win his first championship at Concordia. A veteran presence in the locker room, a fantastic player. So happy to have him back if you're a Stinger fan. And Coach Buckley. Gators can't get that shot to fall, and Concordia is going to inbound it on their own baseline. We're 5.5 minutes into this game, and it's an 8-8 game. Amax gets the screen from Ghost. Back to Liam Ghost. He'll spin around and fade away. Rolls out the rim. And that's Dyke. And a great little move, but no finish, and he'll get his own rebound and put it right back up. Ulrich La Rochelle. Maxwell with a midi. Hits off the front of the rim, back out to Jahan, rebounded by Ghost. Jahan looking for an option. Leger was open, and now he finally gets it. Mid-range shot, no good, but he'll smack the ball to Jahan. No good as well, and Concordia, great offensive rebounding, but just unable to get their shot in. 10-8 now, it's a 2-point game. Tiernan McDougall, guarded by Leger. Finds Etienne Gagnon. Gagnon, another star on this Bishop team. Unable to get his shot to fall. There's Sammy Jahan, dribbling up the court, looking for an option. Gives it to Ghost. Back to Sammy. Sammy taking on Malanda. Jaheim Joseph gets whacked in the face, no call. Amax back up to Jahan. Taking on DK. He's going to spin around and find Amax. 5 seconds left. Out to Leger for three. You betcha! Johan Leger getting it going for the Stingers. 11-10. A three for La Rochelle. Going blow for blow. With Johan Leger erasing that three-point field goal. Here comes Amax. Gibson Maxwell out to Jaheim Joseph for three. You got it! With the CeeDee Lamb celebration to boot. For my NFL lovers out there, Jaheim making it rain. And the Stingers are buzzing to start this first quarter, 14-13. Etienne Gagnon for three. Won't go, but gets his own rebound. Joseph gets bumped, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to put it on Etienne Gagnon. He got the board, but he bumped Joseph, sending him to the floor. And some substitutions are going to be made on both ends. Miguel Doyon, Jérémy, MDJ in for the Stingers, number 8 there. Small ball lineup now for Concordia. There's Amax. Maxwell out to Joseph, out to Jahan, back to Maxwell. They're going to call a foul on Bishops. That's on La Rochelle. Jahan with a chance now to set something up under the bucket. Concordia in favorable position here. Out to Ghost, back out to Sammy. Sammy taking on Charles Robert, looking for an option, finds Ghost. Ghost out for three, and it's good. Liam Ghost. Stingers are firing on all cylinders in this first quarter. That's 3 threes in a row. That's Rowan Halpenny for three. And what do you know? Shot for shot. Line them up. Both these teams can't miss. Anthony Gibson Maxwell with a two. No good, off the hands of Rowan Halpenny. Great game so far. Both teams scoring the basketball and making it hard on each other. There's Ghost, has Robert on him. Ghost looking for a handoff. Out to number 23, that's Emmanuel Duprat. Jahan with a beautiful scoop layup, but it just rattles out, and Halpenny with a rebound. Maxwell and Jahan with the double team. Jahan puts it up and in, and one! Sammy Jahan back and better than ever. He'll go to the line, and Concordia making it happen at John Doerr Court. in a finals rematch. Losing my voice a bit here. It's a lot of exciting basketball being played today. And the screams in the crowd won't disrupt Sami Jahan as he converts the N1. Great screen by Charles Robert, knocking the daylight out of Emmanuel Duprat. Robert driving in, finds Malanda. Malanda won't go. Ghost finds Duprat. Jahan wants it, and he gets it. 45 seconds left in the quarter. 20-16 is the score. Amax to Duprat, back to Jahan. Driving in, gives him a little bump, puts up the 2, but it won't go. Zachary John bringing it up now. Excuse me, actually, Obina Dike. Out to number 15 for 3, off the mark. That was David Navarro. Navarro hit a lot of big shots last year against the Stingers. They know his name well. And that shot was good from Bishops. 20-18 the score. Gibson Maxwell looking to milk out the clock. 12 seconds on the shot clock, on the game clock, excuse me. Shot clock is off. 9 seconds now. 20-18. 5 seconds. Maxwell taking his time. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, puts up the shot, but it won't go, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action in this game. 20-18 the score in favor of Concordia. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. You're watching Stingers basketball. And we're back. If you're just joining us here at John Doerr Court, great game so far. First frame done, second one about to start. 2-point game, Concordia up. Giannis Malanda on the inbound for the Stingers, for the Gators. For the Stingers, Liam Gose, accompanied by Miguel Doyon-Jérémy, Anthony Gibson Maxwell, Darwin Lee, Emmanuel Duprat, and Sami Jahan. DK controlling it now on the inbound, guarded by Amax. Amax wearing 2 different shoes. Looks really cool from up here. 2 different colorways. There's Malanda spinning around for 2. Rebound by Duprat. Duprat finds Jahan. Sami Jahan looking like his old self today. Duprat driving baseline, finds Amax. Amax selects not to take the 3, spinning right. Finds Miguel Doyon-Jérémy. Back to Maxwell. Jahan controlling it now, guarded by Joseph, guarded by Robert. Looks for Duprat in the corner. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Malanda. The Stingers have 2 seconds to get a shot off. What will they run here? Amax looking to get open, and That'll be a shot clock violation by the Stingers. Jahan just couldn't find an opening on the pass. Bishops with some great coverages. Robert at the logo, waiting for his guards to get settled in. He takes on Ghost and finds Navarro in the corner. Navarro out to Gagnon, Etienne Gagnon. All the way back to Robert. Robert takes on Ghost with the left hand, and it's good. Too easy for Charles Robert. Jahan bringing it up now, guarded by Diquier. To Amax. Amax close to committing the backcourt violation there. He'll spin around, but send an elbow flying into the face of Diquier. Saying that Diquier had a hand on him, which might have been true, but either way, his arm flew into the head of Diquier, and the referee saw it and called a foul, and Bishops gets the ball back. Diquier, guarded by Amax. Out to Navarro, the shooter, quickly guarded there by Bonzu, and Robert. They're lucky he didn't make that. It's a shot he makes all day long. Victor Bonzu back in the game for the Stingers. Robert controlling it. He has all the space in the world, taking on two Stingers. He'll pass it out to Gagnon for three. Off the front of the rim. Duprat controlling it. He has time. Out to Amax. Amax doesn't need the screen. Out to Duprat. Great movement by the Stingers, but Duprat's shot completely off the mark. 20-20 after 2 minutes. Amax got a hand in there. And Robert smokes the layup. You don't see that happen too often. He's saying it got tipped, and it might have. Léger out to Amax for three. You got it. And that'll be a timeout. 23-20 so far in this game. 2 minutes into the second quarter. We'll be right back in just a minute with some more Stingers basketball. And we're back. If you're just joining us, it's the second quarter, 2 minutes in. 23-20 is the score in favor of Concordia. Battle of the heavyweights at John Doerr Court to open the season at home. Malanda on the inbound to John. John gives it right back to him. Concordia able to stop that shot from going in. Malanda gets his own board, but it doesn't matter, and Amax gets the rebound and gets fouled. Referee will give it right back to the Stingers. Maxwell bringing it up now, gets the screen from Solly. Looking for Léger. Léger, little jab step. Driving in, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it, but the shot goes in. Wild shot from Yohan Léger. He'll tell you that he practices those all the time. Charles Robert hands it off to McDougall. turning it over, bats it out of the air. It's a 2-on-1. There's Leger. Leger going up with the left. Can't get it to go. Rebound by John. To Malanda. Malanda driving in. He'll look for Charles Robert. Unable to draw the contact. Matt McLean wanted a foul call. He didn't get it. Ball's out of bounds, and Bishops is going to get it right back. Tiernan McDougall taking the inbound for the Gators. McDougall rocking the buzz cut this year. Made a lot of threes last year against the Stingers. He takes one right now. Won't go. Maybe it's the haircut. And they'll call that a foul. After the shot, so it won't be 3 shots for McDougall, which was best case scenario for the Gators. Malanda on the inbound, looking for Gagnon. He'll give it to Robert instead at the logo. Jean back to Malanda. Gets the screen from Robert. Pick and roll action there. Can't find Robert though. He'll put it up with the left. And Gagnon will snatch that out of the air and put it right back in. 25-24 now. Jaheim Joseph looking to take advantage of some sloppy defense, and he draws a foul. They're going to call that one on Zachary John. They call it on the floor, so no shots for Jaheim Joseph. Amax gets the ball off the inbound. Looking for Leger, who has good positioning on Jean, but just the pass a bit too high. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Concordia. They can limit these turnovers. No doubt the lead would be a bit bigger than 3. Giorgio Ozzie in the game for the Stingers. Tiernan McDougall looking to put the moves on Victor Bonzu. He'll find Robert. Robert finds Halpenny. Halpenny back to Robert. Robert for 3. Won't fall. And McDougall gets the rebound. Another foul called on Concordia. That's their 3rd of the quarter. This will be a technical foul shot. Goes to McDougall. He can't get it to fall, and Bishops gets it right back. Concordia giving Bishops every opportunity to stay in this game. Offense has come to a standstill for Concordia. They ended the first quarter with 20 points. 5 minutes in, they only have 5. There's Robert with a great take to cut the lead to 1. Ozzie with John on him. Waiting for something. He finds Jaheim. Jaheim gets the screen to Solly down low. Solly drawing the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Solly's been working on his mid-range game all offseason. If he can make some free throws this year, would add to his scoring totals a ton. He is so dominant in the paint, but if he could add a shooting stroke, he might go down as one of the better bigs in the country. He not able to get those 2 shots to fall, but a violation will allow him 1 more. 3rd one is up, and good for Solly. John bringing it up now. Waiting for Gagnon to get open. Eventually takes the screen from Robert, kicks it right back out to Charles. Robert finding McDougall for three, in and out. Rebound by Ozzy to Joseph. Joseph coming in strong. No foul called there. Etienne Gagnon able to strip it. John taking on Ozzy. Finds Robert, spinning left. Out to McDougall. Now Gagnon has it. Back to Tiernan McDougall. Driving baseline, great pass to a wide open Rowan Halpenny. And what do you know? A big three for number 5. Great ball movement by Bishops. Has allowed them to take the lead for the first time in this game. There's Joseph going in strong with the right. Won't go. Halpenny with it now. He has help. He finds Gagnon. Gagnon, stutter step. Takes it in with the right hand. Ghost has it. And that'll be a jump ball. Concordia looking for a foul, but referee will say it's a jump ball and a substitution here for Bishops. Ulrich Larochelle checking in for Etienne Gagnon. One-point game, 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Bonzu to Ghost. Ghost finds Ozzy, and Jean picks him up at half court. Ozzy has space. And a foul is going to be called on Jean against the baseline there. He was blocking. And John's going to go back to the bench. Obina Dike is going to replace him. Tiernan McDougall is going to guard the inbound. That's Victor Bonzu. Bonzu finds Solly in the paint. Solly out to a wide open Ghost in the corner for three. Off the front of the rim. Halpenny has it. Waiting for his teammates to join him at half court. Rowan Halpenny hands it off to Robert. Bad pass, and here's Victor Bonzu, and he dunks it home! Victor Bonzu with the steal, leading to the slam. What an energy boost for the Stingers, and then Rowan Halpenny comes right back with a midi of his own. Victor Bonzu jumping out the gym. Solly goes baseline, looking for Joseph. Ball gets tipped by DK. DK with Joseph behind him. They'll call the foul, and he'll go to the line for two. The first shot for DK won't fall. Here's his second chance at the line. And he extends the lead to two. 3:23 to go in this one. Joseph on the inbound gives it to Ozzy. Giorgio Ozzy. Halpenny picks him up. Past the logo. Back to Joseph. Joseph has a bit of a mismatch. Doesn't elect to take it. Ghost looking for some positioning. Looks for a wide open Bonzu in the corner, but that pass didn't have enough heat on it. Off the hands of McDougall. And Concordia gets another chance. Timeout called. And we'll be right back. The score is 30-28. We'll see you in just a couple minutes' time for some more Stingers basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more action. We have about 3 minutes left in the second quarter before these two teams head to the locker room. It's been a great game so far. Both teams going punch for punch. A lot of action, a lot of big threes, a massive dunk. What is in store in these last 3 minutes of the first half? We're about to find out. Stingers inbounding it under the Gators basket. Ozzy looking for an option. Finds Ben Fuster. Fuster in now for the Stingers. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Jaheim has to put up a shot. He does. It goes off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by DK. DK looking for an option. He found Gagnon. Gagnon to Tiernan McDougall. McDougall puts up a sweet right-hand layup over the arms of Ben Fuster. Ozzy bringing it up now. 4-point game, 2:30 to go. Joseph back to Ozzy. Ozzy looking for something, out to Fuster. Fuster out to Ghost. Concordia stagnant in their offense. There's Victor Bonzu, 4 seconds on the shot clock now. Deep three, and it's good. Victor Bonzu making things happen for the Stingers. 1-point game. 7 points for number 5. There's DK. Gagnon finds La Rochelle. Sweet hook, and it goes in for the Gators. 1:50 to go in the frame. Ozzy bringing it up now. Finds Joseph. Joseph directing traffic. There's Fuster. Hand off to Ozzy. They're looking for Jaheim. But give it to Victor Bonzu instead, and Bonzu looking for Ghost inside, and a kick ball by Tiernan McDougall, and Concordia gets another chance with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 1:30 to go. Lots of time left in this quarter to make a couple shots and get the lead back for the Stingers. There's Ghost. Ghost has position on the baseline. Looking like he's going to spin to the left. Picked up his dribble, though, and there's Bonzu. Victor Bonzu gets fouled. And it's going to be 2 shots. Bishops is now in bonus for the rest of this quarter. Concordia definitely looking to take advantage of that. Bonzu has a chance now to extend his point totals to 9. Sammy Jahan checking in for Ozzy. First one's up for Bonzu, and it's good. (34-32), the score in favor of Bishops. Bonzu, second one is up. Bonzu, 2 for 2 from the line. DK being picked up by Bonzu, gets a screen from McDougall. Out to McDougall now, jab step. Draws the double team, and a pass to a wide open Halpenny. Halpenny back to McDougall for 3. And it's good. Tiernan McDougall making it rain. Great ball movement there by Halpenny and McDougall. Both looking for each other, and that's an over the back. They'll call it on Charles Robert. Great call there by the referee. Robert would have had a wide open layup. And Ben Fuster is going to go to the line. As it's bonus, so any foul will result in free throws. And Fuster making his first of 2 shots. Three-point game. Fuster looking to go 2 for 2. And he gets the friendly bounce. 37-35, the score. Bishops is going to look to score quick. Robert having some trouble, finds Halpenny. Halpenny Looking for the 2-for-1 opportunity now. Bishops needs to get a shot up. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 4, Robert backing down. Goes, and they'll call a travel on Charles Robert. Great defense there by the Stingers to limit the all-star big. And Amax checking in now for Ben Fuser. Some quality minutes for the big man at the end of this second half, at the end of this second quarter. And Jahan and Joseph are going to control it. 19 seconds on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock. Joseph waving away Sammy Jahan. He wants to take this one out all the way to the bottom of the shot clock, and he'll fake that drive left. Mid-range shot won't go. Halpany will get the rebound. Bishops is going to take this last shot. Halpany. And that's a layup that goes in for DK. It was actually Tiernan McDougall who took that shot. Extremely deep three with time left on the clock. Rebound by DK, extending the lead to 4. And an action-packed first half for these two teams in this finals rematch. 39-35 the score after 2 quarters. We'll be right back with you in 15 minutes for the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're about to start the second half of action in this game. It's the Stingers against the Gators in a finals rematch. 39-35 is the score after 2 quarters. It was an action-packed first half. In the first half, Concordia was firing from three-point range, but quieted down towards the end of the second quarter there. Leading the charge for Concordia in points is Jaheim Joseph with 7 to go along with his 2 steals. And then after that, Jahan has 3, Ghost has 3. Excuse me. Ghost has 3, Jahan has 7. Victor Bonzu has 7. He had a massive dunk in that second quarter. And then when we move along to the Gators, Rowan Halpenny with 5 points. Charles Robert with 4. This is an action-packed game so far for both teams. A lot on the line here in the standings. Bishops is 1-0, Concordia is 0-1. This team against each other last year, they were 3-3, 2-2 in the regular season. Then in the playoffs, Bishops beat the Stingers, but then at Nationals, the Stingers beat Bishops. So this team's been going shot for shot in this game, and they've been going shot for shot for the past year and a half, record-wise. 4-point game now. It should get interesting. Zachary Jean finds Robert. Robert putting a little move on Solly. Tiernan McDougall driving in strong with the right hand. A little too much sauce on that one. Off the backboard and out. Rebounded by the Stingers. There's Giorgio Nazi. Ozzy looking for an option. Gets the screen from Ghost. Finds Leger. Leger for 3. Highly contested. And that ball got nothing. Going out of bounds. And Concordia gets it right back. They're saying it was tipped. That block will go to Etienne Gagnon. And Ozzy inbounds to Leger. Leger fade away off the back of the rim. Gagnon will grab that one. And he'll bring it up against Ghost. Hands it off to McDougall. Back to Gagnon. Gagnon, sidestep, spinning to the left. Baby hook on the left side is good for Etienne Gagnon. Ozzy, back to Leger. Damian Buckley going with the starting lineup he started with. Start this second half. There's Ozzy. Looking for Bonzu, can't find him, but he gets Solly. Solly with the left hand of his own, but it won't go. John has Robert right behind him. Back to Robert. Robert finds Malanda. Malanda looking for Robert again. Robert's going to take the contested 3. It's wide right. And Malanda looking for a foul. Gagnon is just a rebound machine. McDougall with a shot fake. Another one to boot. He puts up the 3, but it won't go. They're saying it was tipped. The block will go to Solly. And McDougall, just some great pump fakes leading to a wide open shot. And talk about that rebounding from Gagnon. It's really hard to compete with. Solly could only do so much. He's already guarding Charles Robert, and then you gotta compete with Gagnon rebounding the ball, and Robert can't get that turnaround fadeaway to go. Ghost fakes the pass, and he'll bring it up against Jean. Jean can't do much. He'll give it to Solly. Solly sizing up Robert. He has space, has a wide open Ozzy for 3, and it's good. Giorgio Ozzy enters the scoring column for Concordia. John finds Robert. Robert to McDougall. McDougall, another sweet fake. Back to Robert for 3. No good. But another rebound for Gagnon leads to 2 free throws. Leger just losing the rebound battle against number 14. Stingers clearly lacking some size here against Etienne Gagnon. First one won't go for number 14. The lead is 3 for Bishops. 2.5 minutes so far into this second quarter. Jaheim Joseph getting ready to check in for Concordia, and Etienne Gagnon sinks that second free throw. Leger will take a break. Joseph in. Bonzu on the inbound. He'll give it to Ghost. Back to Bonzu. Victor Bonzu has McDougall on him. Jaheim tries for the screen from Solly. And they're going to call a foul on the Gators. Slow start to this second half. Not too much action. We have a 3 from Giorgio Ozzie. Concordia looking to get their offense going here. Ozzie looking for Solly. He'll snag it out of the air. Malanda almost had that. Here's Joseph for 3, and it's good. Jaheim Joseph with his second 3 of the game. Look to get him more involved. Zachary Jean, sweet little package of dribble moves on Ozzie, not amounting to anything though. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Charles Robert looking for a man, great no-look pass, but it'll bounce off of Malanda. Ozzie controls it now. To Joseph, Joseph sizing up Robert, he'll draw the foul. They're gonna call that on the ground, no free throws. But anytime you could get Charles Robert to foul you, you gotta be happy with that. Robert has 2 fouls so far in this one. Ozzie. To Ghost. Ghost was looking for Joseph. DK with a great heads-up play, knocking the ball out of bounds. Concordia gets it right back. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Bonzu trying to get open, can't. Solly has it instead at the free throw line. He'll spin left, finding Ghost, but they'll call a travel on Karam Solly. Late call. But the ball will go back. And it'll be a foul, actually. No travel call. They'll call it on Robert. That's his 3rd foul of the game, and he'll take his seat. 1-point game now. Bishops will not risk having Charles Robert out there. Solly puts up a layup, can't get it to go. This is a time for Concordia to take advantage in the paint when Robert's not on the floor. Solly covering Jean, staying in front of him. Tiernan McDougall behind the back, pass to Gagnon, and Gagnon puts it in. What a highlight reel move. McDougall with a dime to extend this lead to 3. Ghost passes it to Joseph. Joseph can't control it. Back to Ozzie for 3. Off the back of the rim. Gagnon comes up with it. It's a 2-on-1. It's an alley-oop, but it won't go. Wedged in between the rim and the backboard. And here comes Joseph. Joseph will put it in off the bank. One-point game. Number 22 starting to take over for Concordia. He has 12 points in this one so far. McDougall from behind the arc. Cash. Seems like every time Concordia comes up with a big shot, Bishops just ready to match them with another one. Giorgio Ozzie back to Joseph. You got to feel like they're going to feed Jaheim. Jaheim for 3. Won't go. Rebound Ghost. Back to Jaheim. But he'll turn it over. McDougall has options. Jean out to DK for 3. And it rattles out. They'll say he stepped out of bounds. Sammy Jahan checking in for Concordia. He'll take out Bonzu. And Amax, Anthony Gibson Maxwell, is going to take out Giorgio Ozzie. Let's see what this lineup could cook up here for Concordia. Jahan takes the screen from Solly out to Amax. Amax has Ghost open in the corner, didn't see him. Jahan back to Amax for 3. Rattles out. And McDougall with the rebound. He's been all over the place today. Just relentless energy and effort for number 0. Gagnon finds DK. DK. Contested mid-range shot won't go. Rebound Jahan. Jahan finds Amax. He has Solly and Joseph with him. He almost travels, but he doesn't. Jaheim Joseph puts it up for an and one. Unreal. It looked like Amax was gonna take too many steps. Manages to get the ball off to Joseph. Tumbling to the ground, able to put it up and in. And he'll get an extra shot to boot. And that's it for Solly. He'll take a rest. Emmanuel Duprat is gonna hop in this game. And Joseph just making it happen for the Stingers. 14 points now, 15 after this one. Jinxed it. You know he's gonna make that next shot. Gagnon, great move. Loses it, no foul, and they'll say it was off Gagnon. Great hands there by the Stingers, able to get that ball off the legs of Gagnon as he was going up for that shot. Great game, 2-point game in favor of Bishops. Jahan. Hand off to Joseph at the logo. Back to Sammy. Sammy gets the screen from Ghost. Looking for an option. Joseph putting the moves on Gagnon. Going up and finds Maxwell Gibson. Maxwell. And there's Sammy with a sweet move of his own. No foul call. Almost gets his own rebound. Great hustle there by Sammy. Regardless, Charles Robert back in the game for Bishops. Hands it off to Halpenny. Halpenny with a sweet little shot inside the key, gets it to go. Amax bringing it up now for Concordia. Gibson Maxwell waiting for the screen. Has Robert on him now, looking to take him 1v1. Nothing there for him, and they'll call it travel. That's his second travel of the game. Another turnover for the Stingers. McDougall gets the screen from Robert. McDougall putting the moves on Amax. He'll step back for three. Won't go. Rebound Joseph, and Joseph almost gets stripped by Halpenny there. Jahan gets the screen from Ghost. Out to Joseph. Joseph back to Jahan. Here comes Jaheim. Out to Amax for three. Why not? Anthony Gibson Maxwell to bring the lead to only one for Bishops. There's DK. DK out to Robert. Robert to Halpenny. Halpenny for three. This time it's no good. And it's a 1-point game. Stingers are right there, not letting it slip away. They got to stop turning over the ball and continue to take big shots and make those shots. There's Ghost. Backdoor cut from Duprat. There's Jahan out to Amax again. Sammy controlling it once more, and he'll get fouled. That's the fourth foul on Bishops. Excuse me, fifth foul, sending Sammy to the free throw line. Bishops are in bonus for the second quarter in a row. If Concordia could keep getting Bishops to commit these fouls and get to the line, to make it hard for these Gators to take the game away. 2.5 minutes to go left in this quarter, a lot of time. Jahan ties it up. And he'll take a break. Solly back in the game now. Joseph guarding Gagnon. Gagnon hands it off to Malanda. Malanda to Robert. Robert has a mismatch. He'll find Halpenny wide open. Passed up the shot. Back to Robert. Robert, sweet pass inside to Gagnon. But Gagnon couldn't get it to fall. Gibson Maxwell to Joseph. Back to Amax. Gets the screen from Solly. To Ghost. Ghost looking for Duprat cross court, but it's risky. There's Amax. Spin move, step back, shots up, and it's in! Looking at the crowd, number 3. That was disgusting. Gagnon. He finds DK. DK to Robert. Robert cross court to Malanda for 3. Nothing there. Almost goes out of bounds. Solly saved it. Could have let it go. Doesn't matter. Amax has it. coming off a big shot. Solly has the ball at the free throw line. Jab stepping. Spinning right. The ball's up. Unfriendly bounce, though. Gagnon gets the rebound. Malanda looking to take on Joseph, and he completely whiffs it. He was so open. Jaheim Joseph pulled out the chair, and here comes JJ. Puts it up and in. And the Stingers are rolling. 54-49. Just like that, they're back. And we'll be back in a minute after this timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. If you're just joining us, we're right out of timeout. There's a minute left in the third quarter. 54-49 the score in favor of the Stingers. A 7-0 run for Concordia to climb back into this lead. Jahan defending John. John finds Halpany. Amax playing some tenacious defense. Charles Robert has Solly on him. These two have been battling. That one won't go, but John gets the rebound. That one's off the mark as well. Joseph gets the rebound. Referee stop play, but the Stingers get it back. Gibson Maxwell controlling it. Gets the screen from Solly. Another one. He finds Solly, great pass, but just unlucky bounce. Solly not able to control it, and here's Gagnon off the alley-oop. He converts the layup. Great pass by Zachary Jean. 3-point game. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds to go. Jahan has it near the logo. He has Malanda on him. He's looking at the clock. The Stingers are spread out. Now he calls for the screen. 7 seconds to go. He gets it. Driving in on Robert, puts it up and draws the foul. Sammy Jahan's gonna go to the line, and Charles Robert now has 4 fouls going into this fourth quarter, which could prove to be huge for the Stingers. If you could foul out the best player on the opposing team, you'll be in a good position to win the basketball game. And the Stingers are looking like that's gonna be the case right now with how they're playing. Jahan with a chance for 2. He could extend this lead to 5 with 3 seconds to go in the third. First one won't go. MDJ subbing in here. Jahan with a second shot. Up and good for the vet. 2 seconds, 1 second. Here's Zachary Jean. Buzzer sounds and the layup is off the mark. It's a 4-point game here at John Doerr Court heading into the fourth quarter. We will be back in just a couple minutes for the last frame of basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the fourth quarter of play. Just finding my voice here. It's been an action-packed afternoon / evening of basketball. As the season goes by, hopefully it'll get easier. Jaheim Joseph is going to inbound the ball here to start the fourth quarter for the Stingers. Anthony Gibson Maxwell on the receiving end of this inbound. A huge quarter for both of these teams. Both of them want it bad, clearly. A lot of history between Bishops and Concordia, especially in the past couple years. Solly has Gagnon on him. He'll go up with the left and draw the foul, plus the bucket. Let him know how you feel, Karam. That's huge. 57-51 now for Concordia. Solly's 1 for 3 from the line in this one. A chance for him to even out the shooting percentages from the line. And it's good. Solly converting the N1. 6-point game in favor of Concordia. Zachary John guarded by Gibson Maxwell. We're 20 seconds in here, folks. It's going to be a good game to end off this back-to-back doubleheader, and a sweet shovel pass inside to Malanda, and he's able to put it up and in. Here comes Amax with Leger. Leger, we haven't seen him in a minute. Amax is all alone. He has McDougall on him. He likes the matchup. And now it's a real mismatch. Amax for 3, fading away. Can't get it to fall. Malanda coming in hot. Left-hand lay, rattles in and out, and they're going to call a foul, I think, on Joseph. Yeah, he got up there battling with Charles Robert for the ball. And Bishops gets another chance. Robert has to be careful here. 4 fouls in the game. But when you're down in the fourth quarter, you got to play your best player. There he is against Solly. Robert almost turns it over, almost commits the travel, and there's Halpany for an open 3. Can't get it to go. Robert almost gets the board. A little bit of contact there from Amax. Referee doesn't call it. Joseph gobbles up the rebound. Gets the screen from Solly, and he'll drive in strong. They'll call a travel. He got bumped and lost his balance. Unfortunate, but that's the right call. Zachary Jean, guarded by Gibson Maxwell. Gets the screen from Robert. Jean, stutter step, drives in on Sally, and he'll draw the foul. Bucket won't go, but John will get 2 shots. John looks a little shaken up after that. Got up pretty high there and hard landing. He'll have a chance to catch his breath as he gets ready to take 2 free throws. Liam Ghost coming in for Solly. Solly has 3 fouls. He'll take a breather. First one won't go for John. Second shot is up and good for Zachary John. 4-point game now. Gibson Maxwell brings it up for Concordia. Hand off to Joseph. Back to Maxwell at the logo. Looking for Ghost, down low. Joseph gets it right back. He'll take on La Rochelle. A mid-range shot is off the mark as it rattles off the backboard and over the rim. Malanda to Robert. Robert backing down Ghost. Making it look easy. You could tell Solly's been giving Robert problems because the second he goes to the bench, Robert goes back to work. Ghost. Hands off to Maxwell. Maxwell with a sweet mid-range shot. Won't fall. Halpany scoops up the board. Zachary Jean with speed. Sweet move behind the back, and the floater's in. Zachary Jean with energy. And that's a timeout. Concordia is going to call it 58-58. It was a 7-point game for Concordia. Now it's even Stevens. We'll be right back for more Stingers basketball in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for some more fourth quarter action. 58-58 the score. 7:45 left to go in this action-packed finals rematch. Giorgio Ozzie checking in for the Stingers, along with Victor Bonzu. Ghost has it now up top, looking for an option. He'll hand it off to Ozzie. Ozzie has Tiernan McDougall on him. Ozzie waiting for the screen, gets it from Ghost. Out in the corner to Bonzu. Bonzu stepping back. That's a two. Won't go. And Tiernan McDougall with another rebound. Out to Malanda. And the ball bounces off the foot of Joseph into the hands of Ozzie. Leger from deep. And it's good! Yohan Leger from distance, testing his range to bring this lead back to 3. McDougall hands it off to Robert. Robert looking for Malanda. Back to McDougall. McDougall fakes all over the place for this guy. 7 seconds on the shot clock. He'll pass it to Robert, who has good positioning. And JJ gets a hand in there and pokes it free. Ball goes out of bounds. Bishops has 3 seconds to beat the shot clock. 2. 1, step back for Robert. Rattles out. Lowered his shoulder there to get some space. Was successful there, but not successful on the shot attempt. JJ now with it, guarded by John. To Ghost. Ozzie. Back to JJ. JJ has a good matchup. Driving in, strong. Can't get the foul call. And Leger knocks it out of the hands of Charles Robert. Ball stays in possession of the Gators. And they're gonna call a foul on Leger. It's not out of bounds, it's a foul now. And that's Leger's 4th foul in the game. 8 points for the second year forward. Zachary Jean gets a screen from Gagnon. Doesn't do much, but he got it. There's Jean. Has Bonzu on him. Zachary Jean able to draw the foul. They're going to call a reach on Victor Bonzu. 4th foul of the quarter. Now this isn't looking good for the Stingers. They were 1 foul away from bonus with 6 minutes left to go in the 4th. That 3 was nowhere close to going in. There's Leger with Malanda on him. Back to Ozzie. Ozzie waiting for some help. Gets it from Ghost. Back to Ghost. Ghost back to Ozzie. Hot potato. Leger in the corner. Can't get it to go. Malanda has Bonzu on him. Looking for a screen from Gagnon. Leger switching on to Malanda. Can't foul again here. Great defense by Leger, but even better offense from Malanda. He gets that one to fall. 61-60, 5:20 to go. Concordia still up 1. Leger confused about what's going on out there on offense right now. JJ looking to make something happen. He has a screen there. Driving in strong, finds Ghost. Ghost draws the foul and gets the bucket. Liam Ghost with a heavyweight shot to swing the momentum in Concordia's favor. He gets a chance now to extend the lead to 4. Dupre's going to come in for JJ, and Solly is going to come in for Léger. Léger is actually going to stay in for the free throw. See if Ghost can convert the N1. Unlucky bounce, and Gagnon with another rebound. I don't even want to know how many rebounds he has today. Malanda has Ozzy on him. Backing him down. Finds Jean wide open for 3. That one's no good. Off the hands of Etienne Gagnon, and the Stingers get the ball back. Léger is going to go take a seat now. Solly's going to get back in the game. And so is Charles Robert. This is an interesting matchup here. Both Robert and Solly are in foul trouble. Solly only has 3, though. Ozzy bringing it up, finds Ghost. Ghost to Solly. Hands off to Ozzy. Ozzy for 3. Off the back of the rim, and Ghost, Superman, jumps up and grabs the board. And then he gets fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots. I want to know what his 40-inch vertical is. That was nuts. Unreal display of athleticism there for Ghost. And he gets rewarded with another 2 shots at the line. First one won't go. The crowd noise doing its thing. He gets 1 more shot to extend the lead to 4. And that one's good. The Bishops fans doing anything they can to jinx the Stingers at the free throw line. There's Robert looking for an option. Gagnon had good positioning there, but Robert couldn't find him. To McDougall. McDougall driving in, lays it up and in over Solly. Great play by number 0. McDougall has 9 points now in the game for Bishops. Ozzy to Ghost. Ghost up top to Solly. Solly hands off to Ozzy. And Ozzy was surely going to find Solly in the paint. But they call an offensive foul. It's a moving screen. That won't result in free throws. Jean finds McDougall. McDougall drawing the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. And then Victor Bonzu gets the tech. Just undisciplined basketball there by Bonzu. McDougall was able to draw the foul. He's at the line for 2 shots because Bishops is in bonus, and then I think they're going to give it. They're going to give another free throw to Bishops because Bonzu threw the ball in the direction of McDougall when he wasn't looking, and the referee didn't like that one. And Bonzu's going to head to the bench. Joseph coming back in. Joseph has 16 points now, leading the game in points on both sides. The Stingers are going to need him here down the stretch. It's crunch time for Concordia. And McDougall getting ready to take presumably 3 shots here. And Bishops is getting the ball back. First the 2 for Tiernan McDougall, and it's good. 1-point game now. Second shot is up and good as well. So that technical foul won't result in a shot or possession back since it came after the free throws. It's a tie game here for the Stingers, but that foul will go on Victor Bonzu, of course. Joseph looking to get open. Ozzy now looking for Solly. Back out to Dupre. Dupre to JJ. JJ out to Ozzy. Ozzy for three, but it can't go. And they call a loose ball foul on Concordia. Halpany and Ghost fighting for the rebound. That's going to result in 2 shots for Rowan Halpany. Stingers just confused there as to what happened, but Stingers fans aren't happy either. And Sami Jahan getting ready to check in for Giorgio Ozzy. Getting word from the announcers table that it was a double technical foul on both teams, canceling out the tech. That's why Tiernan McDougall only had 2 free throws and possession went back to the Stingers just about a minute ago. And Gagnon gets that shot to fall. 2-point game. Bishop's up for the first time in a while. Jahan looking to slow it down for Concordia now. Back to Solly. Solly looks for a handoff, gets it back to Sammy. Sammy finds Dupre, that's a 2. Won't fall, rebound by Ghost. Ghost fighting for his life there. And Gagnon tries to rip it away. But he couldn't hang with Ghost. They say it's a jump ball. They'll give it to Bishops. And Zachary John goes down. Hard foul there. Ghost was looking to rise up and block that shot. We've seen him do it before. We know he has it in him. Just couldn't get the positioning, and he'll send Zachary John to the line for another 2 shots. The Stingers letting the game slip away just a little bit here, allowing Bishops to go to the line. This is the first of 2 for Zachary John. First one is up and in. 67-64 now. And there's the second as well. 4-point game, and Leger is going to check in for Ghost. Jahan coming in hot, looking to create some space for himself. And Solly, a perfect opportunity to draw a foul here. He'll go up, he'll put it up, and he'll draw the foul on Robert, and that's it. Charles Roberts' night is over. And Solly is going to the line for 2. Picture perfect for the Stingers. Jahan wanted to set up Solly. Solly knew he had to take that shot and draw as much contact as he could, and the referee blew the whistle the Stingers was looking for. Solly can't get that one to fall. Rattles out. A chance to sink the second. And that one's short. JJ almost gets the rebound. And they're going to call a travel. And it's going to be Stingers basketball. So Solly misses the 2 shots, but he gets Robert out of the game, which is a win in itself for Concordia. And then Malanda commits the travel trying to get up when he was already down with the ball. He can't do that. After coming down with it, Jahan setting up Solly. Solly going in left strong. He can't draw the foul though. Put it up with his right. Gagnon able to stop him there, and the ball sailed over the rim. Here's Zachary John. He has a mismatch. John finds Gagnon. There's an open man there in Halpany for three, and it's good. A massive shot for Rowan Halpany to extend the lead to 7. And they're gonna call a technical foul. On Halpany. He hit the 3, and then they'll give him the tech. So he brings the lead up to 7 for Bishops. And then they'll send Jahan to the line for 1. And that one falls for Sammy. 6-point game now, and the Stingers get it back. So it's as if Halpany hit a 2 instead of a 3. Jahan to Amax. Anthony Gibson Maxwell bringing it up now for the Stingers. Jahan up top, all alone, looking for somebody. Back to Amax. He's driving in. He fades away. Can't get it to go. It bounces off the back of the rim into the hands of the Gators. Stingers running a full court press, but the Gators beat it. Wide open is Malanda, but he can't get it to go, but they'll call a foul. Goaltend. Crediting Bishops with 2 points. He heard the footsteps behind him and missed the layup, and then Gagnon tracked that ball well, tipped it, and Stingers were able to keep it from going in, but it wasn't enough. It's goaltend. It's going to be an 8-point lead for Bishops now. Solly hands off to Leger. Leger stepping back to Solly. He has a wide open lane. He tries to dunk it, but he draws the foul and goes down hard. I haven't seen Solly try to yam it like that in a while. He went down with force, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots. A chance now to cut the lead to 6. First shot won't go for Solly. Just can't make his free throws tonight. And that might be the story for the Stingers. Here, Solly, a great player for this team. Past 3 years, he's been getting better and better. That first shot wasn't good, but the second one was. And a substitution here. Solly clearly shaken up, and Victor Bonzu is going to hop in the game for him. It's a 7-point game. A minute and a half left to go. Bishops just has to hold on. The Stingers might have found that this one has slipped away, and a backcourt violation. Great pressure there by Jahan. John didn't think he went backcourt, but everybody else saw it, so. Jaheim Joseph now on the inbound. Jahan looking to get some space there against McDougall. He finds Leger. Leger fumbles it. JJ has 4 seconds. He goes up strong and draws the foul. He'll get 2 shots at the line. It's been a game of free throws here for the Stingers late in the 4th quarter. Ever since that big 3 earlier in the quarter, it's just been a slow tempo on offense, unable to get much going, and Bishop's able to just squeeze in a lead and add some points to it here late in the 4th quarter. JJ can't get the first one to fall. The Stingers just haven't been hitting from the free throw line today, and that's the story and a big reason why Bishops looks like they're going to win this game. 6 points now is the difference. 1-1-1 on the game clock. An inbound to Etienne Gagnon. Zachary John looking to put the moves on Jahan. Last time he committed a backcourt violation. This time he's being a bit more careful. Gets some space, driving in strong, and the ball just sails out of bounds. Off of his own hands, untouched. Solly's gonna check back in for Yohan Leger. Stingers don't have a lot of time here. 53 seconds to go. They need a three, and they need it now. Here's Joseph. It's good. Jaheim Joseph understood the assignment, and now it's a three-point game. 50 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a ball game. All the pressure now on Bishops. Malanda driving in strong, and it won't go. Rebounded by Joseph. And the ref calling a technical foul on Anthony Gibson Maxwell, handing the game. We're almost handing the game to the Gators. Joseph got the rebound coming off a big three. 20 points in this game for number 22. You know he was looking to take another shot with a chance to tie it. Just a huge call at the end of this game. Anthony Gibson Maxwell thought he drew a charge. There was no call. The layup was smoked by Malanda, rebounded by the Stingers. And then the referee must have seen something that we didn't, calling the technical foul on number 3. Now it went from a 3-point game to a 4-point game. One possession to 2 possessions away. Here comes Jahan. Stingers need another big bucket. Sammy looking for Solly. Solly driving in, spinning left. He's going up strong, dribbling, but loses the ball. And that might be it. Malanda breaks the press. Gagnon, ball is stolen, but off the leg of Joseph. Just an unlucky bounce. 25 seconds to go. And it's a timeout. 20 seconds left to go in this one. 4-point game. The Stingers, so many chances to tie it up, but it slipped away. We'll be right back in 40 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back after the timeout. It's been an action-packed afternoon. Now we're into the evening. We saw the Stingers women's basketball team fall to the Gators, and here it looks like the Gators might go 2-0 to start the season against Concordia. 4-point game, 25 seconds. It's not impossible, but things would need to go right for the Stingers. They'd have to get a stop here. But with the clock being at 25 seconds, they have to force a foul and hope that Bishops misses their free throws, unless they could get a stop on this inbound play. And they'll put Gagnon to the line. Both teams in bonus. And Concordia hoping that Etienne Gagnon, an all-star big, could miss both of these free throws. Concordia would have to go back and hit a 2 or a 3, preferably a 3, and then have to foul Bishops one more time, hoping that they can get the ball back again. So a lot of things have to go right in these last 22 seconds for the Stingers. They're discussing it now on the sideline. Looks like Gagnon's planning on missing one of these free throws and milking out some clock. The first one, he'll surely try to make in the second one. might be a shot he looks to miss. We'll see what happens. 4-point game, 22 seconds on the clock. First one's off. That's what the Stingers wanted. Now Gagnon might have to make this one. The crowd is loud, and that one's good. 5-point game. Stingers got to hit a 3 here. Jahan behind the back, going up for the layup. Won't fall, and Gagnon gets the rebound. Out to McDougall. Bishops are in space now. Here's Malanda, and he'll draw the foul and go to the line for 2. 9 seconds to go. 5-point game, and Malanda with a chance to officially put it away for the Gators. He has 10 points here for his team. Gagnon's chipped in 12, and Tiernan McDougall with 10 of his own. And Malanda misses the first shot. And Coach Buckley has gotten ejected in the last 9 seconds of this one. Making sure to show his teammates some love before he exits and goes to the locker room. Coach Buckley, a former Stinger himself, understands the highs and the lows of playing competitive basketball, as he's been ejected for the rest of this game. Well, 9 seconds. Malanda makes his second shot, making it a 7-point game, and here's one more shot due to the technical foul. That one doesn't fall, and here's Joseph with a chance to end this game on a high note. Joseph spinning around and loses it, and he'll foul Zachary John one more time, and this will go from a 7-point game to potentially a 9-point game. Free throws the deciding factor in this one. Bishop's been able to make theirs, and Concordia hasn't been able to make their own, which at the end of the day is the story of this game. John at the line now. His teammates won't join him for this one. First one won't go. Not that it matters, but just pad the stat sheet just a little bit with this last one, if he can make it. That one's good to go. And with 3 seconds left, they'll just call the game. Actually, they'll just call a timeout. There's clearly something that they want to run here. We'll be back in 1 minute. 78-70 the score. Welcome back for the final 3 seconds of this one. It's been a great game so far, an action-packed one for sure. Bishop's able to pull out a win here, and they're going to be 2-0 to start the season. There's Bonzu for 3 to end the game, and it's good. Went from an 8-point win for Bishops to a 5-point win for Bishops. 78-73, the final score here at John Doerr Court. Concordia men's basketball will be back November 15th at home against Laval next week. It was a great outing for both teams. Concordia is now 0-2 to start the season. Both teams destined for a playoff spot by the end of the year. So a lot of improvement to be made for Coach Buckley and his Stingers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this afternoon for 2 back-to-back games of Concordia Stingers basketball. On behalf of everybody here at the broadcast team and the stats team, I'm Blake Saraga. It's been a pleasure to be with you here tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next time.